In this next part, we will go over the different states you might observe when configuring enhanced drill down among web report components. Sometimes in a report, there will be different branches of analysis where the data sets have only certain key columns in common, or perhaps the naming differs for columns containing the same data type. These types of things can cause issues with the automatic matching of columns when applying EDD among components, which can lead to different EDD states. Let's first start with an overview of the different states you might observe. When a green colored connection displays between two connected components, this means that there is no conflict between the key column sets of the source and target component. When a red colored connection displays, this means that none of the key column sets can be automatically matched between the components. EDD would therefore not work unless we attempted to reconfigure the connection. Finally, when we see a yellow colored connection display, this means that at least one of the key column sets cannot automatically be matched. Thus, some aspects of EDD would work while others would not, unless we attempt to reconfigure that connection. Let's go over an example of the EDD states for the following components. We have some additional related analysis for our printer reviews, where we're viewing a component with two pie chart slices, which compares the percentage of Amazon versus Best Buy reviews for each printer brand, so either Canon or HP. On the bottom, we have a bar chart of the reviews according to their star rating, split by the review source, so either Amazon or Best Buy. We can begin creating a connection between these components by entering EDD mode. Next, we can click and drag a line from the pie charts to the bar chart. When we do that, we see a red dashed line appear. Unless we resolve the issues, this will not be a compatible EDD connection. To view the errors and reconfigure, we can right-click the line, and then we can select the warnings option for more information. We see from this that there are two unknown destination columns for our components. We can click OK to exit. Then we can work on resolving these issues by right-clicking the connection and selecting Configure. We can now see that both of the data columns are disabled because the system could not automatically locate matching key columns. Sometimes the issue is that the datasets have different naming for the columns. This can be remedied by manually selecting the corresponding column in the drop-down list and finding the column. In this case, we can see that the source components column is named brands, but no such column appears in the target component. However, we can see the column brand is the corresponding column, so we can select that. And now we see that one of the key columns is matched. If we close this menu, we now see that the connection is yellow in color, meaning that one of the key columns is disabled among the components. If we then exit EDD mode and publish the report with our changes, we then would see that our published report shows our components as we'd expect. But if we happen to select a filtering expression involving the disabled columns, it will not show any data, and we may get a message like this when trying to filter the reviews. To resolve this, we would need to go back into the report editor. Back in the report editor, we can continue reconfiguring the EDD by first entering EDD mode. Then we right-click the yellow line, select Configure, and then we can continue by reconfiguring the sources linkage, which is currently disabled. We see that although a column named Sources does not appear, there's a column named Source, which is the compatible matching column. We can select that, and then we see that both columns are matched. We now close, and we see that the connection between the components is green. We can next exit EDD mode, and then we can republish the report with our EDD changes. When we open the report publication, and make filtering selections, we now see that our charts interact with each other as expected. This concludes our session on additional aspects of the enhanced drill down interactivity of polyanalysis web reports. Thanks for watching.